Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Paramatma Purushottama Sri Bhagavati Sameda Sri Bhagavate Namaha. May the one who is all, who is in whom is all, bless us to be successful, happy, peaceful, and prosperous. Dear devotees, I am very delighted to inform you that we have launched the channel Vedic Astro Vision today. This channel is going to cover and discuss about scientific astrology. Astrology, as the word itself says, is based on astro and logic. Astro means it is based on the divine light. Logi means logic. It is the logic based on the divine lights. In Sanskrit, it is called Jyotish. Jyoti means the shining stars in the sky and the planets. All of these stars and the planets have their own vibrations, and those vibrations have impact on every other body which is on this universe. The study of this is called astrology or Jyotish. Further, it leads light, throws light on the future. That is also one of the reasons it is called Jyotish. Jyotish has three components. One is Ganita, second one is Phalita, and the third one is Prasna. Ganita Jyotish works on astronomy. That is the calculation of the movement of the planets and the stars at any particular point of time. This is the most important part of any astrology, because without a proper calculation, no prediction will be accurate. In fact, the Vedas have spent enormous amount of time. They have covered in extensive research this Ganita Jyotish. Vedanga has one of the component as Jyotish, where it is the Ganita portion. Lagada Jyotish, which is the first Jyotish text in the universe, is a part of Veda, which is totally dedicated to these calculations. Because without a right calculation, no horoscope can be structured, and no event can be planned, and no prediction can be done. Vedas have the best way of calculating and working out the positions of the planets and stars. But Vedas did not give too much of attention to the Phalita Jyotish. Later on only Phalita Jyotish came into Vedic system. Prasna was a part of Vedic Jyotish, because on the basis of the planetary positions, the rishis were able to predict and foretell what is going to happen or likely to happen. So these three form part of Jyotish. Astrology plays a very important role in everyone's life, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. It is like if you throw a coin from the rooftop, the coin will definitely fall down, because it is the law of gravity. You may or may not believe, but a person who doesn't believe, if he jumps, he will also fall down. It is like that. Every planet, every star, and every body in the heaven are having an impact on all other things on the earth. And these heavenly bodies are not static. They are constantly moving. They are vibrating, rotating, and then constantly moving. So, the accurate assessment of where the planets are or the stars are at a particular point of time and where we are, based on that, many things can be predicted, starting from what will be our attitude, what will be our body structure, and what will be our life pattern, and how we can take care of whatever be the negativities. So it is a ocean. Astrology is a ocean. We will dive into it step by step. My idea is not to teach you the traditional superstitious astrology. Unfortunately, astrology of late has become a hearsay. People make statements, even astrologers, on the basis of so and so has said like that. That is not the way to look at. Astrology is a core science. It is based on cold logic. If you miss the logic and then just say because somebody said like that, that is called Vakya Jyotisha. Vakya Jyotisha is not scientific astrology. Scientific astrology has to be based on science. For example, people who come to me very often say and talk about Seva dosha. I used to explain to them there is nothing like Seva dosha. You have to understand what is Mars, Mangala, and what is meant by dosha. Similarly, people will tell me that my daughter is not getting married because her nakshatra is Ailya, or they will say Jeshta. These are all absolutely baseless statements based on certain superstitious vakyas. That is not the way to look at it. If somebody says Jeshta nakshatra is bad, we must understand the ruler of Jeshta nakshatra is Indra. Can anybody be more powerful than Indra? The reason why they said Jeshta nakshatra is not suitable for Jeshta, that is the elder brother of the husband, that is because this girl will be so powerful. They were afraid that in the family, this lady, this girl can take upper hand. So they made some statements which were relevant at that point of time, but it is not based on any science. Now, Jeshta nakshatra is a very good nakshatra. Similarly, Mula nakshatra. People will crib about Mula nakshatra. Mula nakshatra has certain pluses and minuses. We have to assess. A person in Mula nakshatra can be very successful because, as the name itself suggests, it is the root nakshatra, Mula nakshatra. So, as we go along, we will discuss one by one various aspects. As I told, it will be a very long journey. We will start, and hopefully we will be able to clear a lot of myths on the wrong astrology that we have been fed with. And I hope you will all be benefited by this channel, and I sincerely request all of you to subscribe to this channel so that whenever new episodes I am loading, it will give you an alert. And also share this to as many people as you want, because I want scientific astrology to be taken to the common man. Only because we are not practicing scientific astrology, people are losing faith. It is like the difference between the allopathy and non-allopathy. A person who has studied the English medicine, that MBBS, MD, MS, the command they respect is not commanded by other non-allopathic doctors. That is because the allopathic doctor is practicing it on a scientific way, as at least he has been taught in a scientific way. So, if astrology has to survive, if astrology has to be really proven effective, it has to be scientific. It is not because he says so or he says so. Everybody has to say the same thing. That is what astrology is. Truly, astrology is a science. But because of non-serious approach to astrology, astrology has earned a bad name. To the extent it is possible, it is our duty to clear it. I have been discharging this duty sincerely for the last over 50 years, and now I thought it is better I record these scientific astrology facts in a channel form so that it will be available in posterity. So, dear devotees, I request you to subscribe and share, and I will soon join with you with another episode. Om Rishabharuda Parabrahmane Namaha.